I'm back. All right, so I'm getting set up for tonight. So first thing I wanted to say is, oh yeah, Mr. Macho Man, yeah, you've been challenged, Mr. Macho Man. Been challenged to a fight. Yeah, yeah. Cornholio is challenging you to a fight. So if you've got the guts, you come on out, Mr. Macho Man. Fight me. Yeah. And you know who you are, Mr. Macho Man. Hiding in the shadows all the time. Oh, yeah. I saw it over there. So, Beavis gonna kick your butt. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna, like, lay the smack down on you, Mr. Macho Man. Yeah. So, yes, there you go. Challenge. Put out. Will you accept it? I don't know. But Beavis will be there. So, there you go. So, anyways, they're doing good, but I lost Tazzy. Now it's nacho fries. It's nacho fries, but it's a Macho Man. I lost Tazzy. I don't know where he went. I think he went in the garage, but he won't come in. And Ziggy's up here. Ziggy's up there. I don't know where Tazzy went to. He opened the garage, and then I think he went out there, and he won't come in. So I don't know. He hides places, and I don't know. But anyways, so yes, I went to Taco Bell, got some nacho fries. Can't have them, nacho fries. Not too bad. At least they did a decent job of the tomatoes. Before they hardly put any on them. Last couple times I've got them, so anyway. Yeah, eventually he will. I don't know. He likes to play out in the garage. Only trouble is it's cold. I don't know. He's just weird. He could be hiding somewhere down the hall or something. I don't know. He opened it up, and then I was like, where'd he go? And I tried to get him to come out, so I don't know. He'll come out. Sometimes he's, he hides places and he sneaks around. Hey, Andrew. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I understand. I know lockdown's no good, but glad to see that you're coming back and you're getting out, or at least on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. But yes. So, oh yeah. I haven't had the nacho fries for a minute. But, yeah, so hopefully Macho Man will hear this. Beavis is ready for the battle. So, yeah, there we go. And let's see. Oh, and I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking Rockstar Grape. Pure Zero Grape. Because they were on sale the other day. They were 4 for $5. Well, that's not too bad. Whenever you can get them on sale. Normally they're about $2 a piece. And like in the gas stations and convenience store, they're like more. They're like $2.50, $3, some of them. So if you can get them on sale, definitely need to take advantage of them when they go on sale. Stock up. I got lots of different flavors, blends, I guess. I get the thermo one, the flavors. They've got fruit punch. They've got regular energy drink. They got, oh, there's all kinds of them. I didn't even know how many of them there are. Rehab Juices Teas. Rockstar is one of the ones that has quite a bit. Rockstar, Monster, and Red Bull. Those were the original ones. So they got quite a bit of different flavors and different lines and different things to it. So yeah, I've been pretty busy this week getting all those reviews out. I don't know if you guys saw all the ones I did. I finally got down to KFC, tried their chicken sandwiches. What was the other one? Just did the Mango Matic from Monster. That was actually pretty good. I think I like the Super Dry a little bit better. Better flavor. And what else? A couple other ones here and there. So, still got a whole bunch coming up for the next week. And I'm gonna try a few things, new ones. Now I heard some stuff was coming out at McDonald's. They're supposed to have some kind of donut. Cream donut, maple cream or something like that. Not sure when that's coming out. I know the other ones, the chicken sandwiches are coming out there. Yeah, I don't know. And from what I heard now, Taco Bell's not going to have a whole lot of new stuff coming out. They've got their $5 build your own cravings box. Now, I don't know. See, now this one's crazy because I looked it up on the app and you have to be a rewards member to activate it right now. And otherwise it's going to go on the 11th, I believe. And when I went in there and looked on it and tried to put it together, it said it was $7.99 and it's supposed to be $5. So I don't know what's up with that one. You can customize your different things. You get like a main dish and then you get the sides and then like a dessert kind of thing and then a drink. And it was crazy too because I went in there and looked, and if you added some of the other drinks, they cost more. I don't know, maybe it was it's just kind of new and they don't have the bugs worked out of it or something. But I'm not paying $8 for something that's going to be $5 and more. If you got the freeze, it was more, and if you got like different taco, it was more. I don't know. I think that the thing was screwed up, but definitely way to go if you can get it for $5. Mix and match, like the chalupa, the crunch wrap, and then the other one was like a taco, and then like a side like the cinnamon twists or the chips, and then a drink. I guess because people wanted, different items. They want to go a little flexible. And every time they put something out here, $5 box or whatever, is $5.99. So I don't know. I guess I'm paying a premium for living in California. It just goes to show you. So I'm not sure if you guys have anything going on for the Super Bowl this weekend. I don't really have any plans at all. I don't even know if I'm going to have any kind of dishes or anything like that. But, well, I don't really care who's even playing. So, let's see what else. Haven't heard too much new stuff coming out. A couple of new candies and stuff that I want to look for. And I was almost going to get them, but I think I'm going to not get them now. Because I did see about those Lady Gaga Oreos. No, I got some other stuff too. I got a chalupa and some loaded tacos. And I got a Monster or a Rockstar energy drink tonight, so. Yeah, but for sure I'm not going to get those Lady Gaga Oreos. I heard they were bad. They were trash, what I heard. And I think it's the same thing, because I tried those the troll colored flavored, the colored Oreos, and they had a funny taste to them. And the frosting in the middle was like, almost like, cake frosting. It was way sweet. And it had a funky flavor. And I think that has to do with the food coloring. So, I'm not going to get that. Because I have a coupon for a free box of Oreos, so. I may try the gluten-free ones. I know they were supposed to have the strawberry flavored, or strawberry glazed donut flavor. I don't know when that's coming out. Maybe like March. But I haven't heard too many new ones. I did see something else. A new cereal. Every once in a while they get new cereals, but I haven't really seen any new ones. I've seen the Lucky Charms that turn the milk green. I don't know, you want green milk, but. Oh yeah, and I think McDonald's is putting back their Shamrock Shake soon. So it's that time of year again. And the McFlurry. So, want either of those. Man, what else? I don't know. Not too much else in the news, I think. All right, so I got that. And I got a Bacon Club Chalupa as well. I don't know, lately they've been kind of hit and miss with that one. So, and it seems like most of the places I go, they've not been very good with quality. They kind of slap the stuff together and I don't really care. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the employees or people just don't care, or they want to get it out quick. And, I don't know. Anyway, so. All right, so put a little bit of. I got regular hot taco sauce, so that's what I think I don't know. Hey, I can't. All right, so here we go. Bacon Club Chalupa. I don't know how long it's going to be around for, but I'm glad they brought it back. I kind of like the ranch flavor. It seemed like it was a lot more creamier before. And then the bacon had, it was more bacon, bigger bits or something. But, sometimes when they bring them back, they don't bring them back the same. And I got, well, you'll be seeing something coming up soon with bacon. I got something with bacon in it. And what else? Still more chicken sandwiches. Never-ending chicken sandwich wars out there. Always get someone new to go into the ring. The latest was KFC. I had to admit, their zinger sauce was really good. I like that one. The regular one, I wasn't really impressed. It was just mayo. But then again, Popeyes is just mayo. Mayo and pickles, and look what happened with that, so. But sometimes simple is very good. Sometimes, you know, it does help if you add like lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, different sauces, maybe jalapenos, something like that. Things to kick it up a little bit. But yeah, they wanted to compete, I think, with the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and all that. The real simple pickles and mayo. I wish we can get some of the ones that Japan has. I saw the one, what was it? Lemon tartar sauce. Now that might be good on the fillet of fish. With the lemon tartar sauce, regular tartar sauce is okay. Or jalapeno, or I don't know. Something to kind of kick it up. Because their fish sandwiches are very blah. And sometimes the McChicken, they're just lettuce and mayo. Nothing new there. And it seems like they're getting more expensive and getting smaller. Is it just me? But I know definitely the Big Macs are getting smaller. And I think the cheeseburgers are like way small. Seems like there's nothing there anymore. Yeah, we'll do that all the time. I used to do it. Horsey and Arby's sauce was always good. And then usually I'd put more Horsey than Arby's sauce. But they don't have Arby's out here anymore. We had two. One was just down the street, and then one was the next town over. They closed them both, so I think we have one somewhere. I don't know if it's still there, but it's like about an hour and a half away. I think that's like the only one in the whole area. If it's even still open, it may not be open anymore. They kind of did like a purge around here. All the Arby's, bunch of other places. I guess they just weren't getting the business, or rent was too high, or didn't make enough money, so they closed them down. You know, when they had that one place here, it was right next to Arby's, and it was Wingstop. We had Wingstop for years. Then they closed it down for about 5 or 6 years, and then they reopened it. So, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, a lot of places are going out. The chains, the individual places are going out. They closed our Pizza Hut. Yeah, I remember that. We used to have another one in years ago. There used to be one in the one town. I used to go there every once in a while, and it was the old style one that had like the big hat, and it was the big brown roof and all that. Long time ago, though. They turned it into a Chinese food place. That whole area was weird because they turned in the one that was a Carl's Jr.'s. They made it into a 7-Eleven. I don't know, weird. They used to have a place over there. We called it like Four Corners because it had all the main things on one corner. Hey, Argan. The one was, they had Arby's, McDonald's, Carl's Jr.'s, Wendy's, and I think it was KFC. All within the same intersection, so it depends on where you go. Yeah, McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, yeah, all that, Arby's, and a couple other ones. And then they had like a gas station too. But then they ended up closing half of them down. I don't know why. Maybe the Carl's Jr.'s didn't do good, and maybe the Arby's, they got rid of Arby's, so yeah. Now it's only McDonald's and Wendy's, that's it. Car wash is still there, believe it or not. Yeah, I like the Arby's sauce. I like the Arby's and the and regular roast beef is good, or roast beef and cheddar. I wish they still had them, but they don't. I mean, maybe you can kind of make your own. Yeah, I like the curly fries too. The only thing I didn't like, and I didn't know this when I was little, I got their Jamocha almond fudge shake, and I didn't know it was coffee, and it was like, ew. I thought it was like, you know, chocolate kind of. But yeah, it was coffee flavored. Didn't care for that one. And then they had the hash browns too. Those were good. Or potato cakes, I think they called them. Potato cakes, turnovers, curly fries. They even had they used to have a deal where you got, I think it was after 5 regular roast beef for $5. At one point it was $5, then it went to $5.95. Five regular roast beef. Then they redid the whole menu. They changed it. They made them like the large one, medium, and regular. They used to have the one called the Big Montana. That was like their largest one, and it came in like clear plastic. Then they got rid of the name Big Montana. I don't know why. And I used to like the barbecue, but they don't do that anymore. Barbecue sauce. Remember that one. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if I went to some other towns, maybe they might have them, but not around here. And I might go down to Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's has a new sandwich. I just saw about it. Smokin' Kickin' Chicken. I think that's what it's called. So I'll have to see about that one. Not too much else. A lot of the places that are out right now, it's kind of like a lull. I think they won't, not really put anything new. A lot of the ones that have been doing their new items, I don't have them. So, like, I don't have a Pizza Hut. I know that was their big Detroit Pizza was a big seller, and then some of these other places. And I won't go to Sonic. Yeah, Hardy. Well, as Carl's Jr.'s here. I don't know. Oh yeah. You know what? I think I heard some place had it. I think it was like $6.99 a pound. I'm probably not going to be able to get any this year. They were like tiny, and it would have been like, you know, $50 for a decent amount. So it doesn't look good this year. No, we don't have Pizza Hut in my town. I don't know the nearest. Oh, there you go. Tassie. No wonder you've been out there all night long. He finally came in. Why were you doing, Taz? Yeah, Tazzy. Hang on, I gotta close. Tazzy. He went out in the garage. He opened the door. He went out in the garage, and I closed the door. And I wanted him to come in, but he wouldn't come in. So I had to leave the door open for him. And he finally just busted in. He was hanging out in the garage. I don't know what he was doing. But no, the Pizza Hut in my town closed. I don't know if it was because the rent was too high or they didn't get people to work there, whatever. I think the nearest one is a couple towns over. Like I said, they've closed a lot of places, and we don't have some of the places here. Never did. So I did work at the Pizza Hut that we did have here, believe it or not, back in younger years. I worked there for about, it was almost about a year. I used to have to go in early in the morning, make the dough. And I think I told the story about that one time. I worked at the Pizza Hut, and I had to go there for like early morning to get the dough ready. And I went there, and something right after I got there, something happened. My the guy that was the boss, something about someone had to borrow his truck, or he had his truck in the shop or something, and somehow he got like a ride. He got dropped off, and then he got there, and he's like, well, can I borrow your car to go down and get the deposit, put the deposit in and get the change for the day? This was back in what, 90, had to have been like 95, 96, something like that. And that was, you know, before all the mobile orders and all that. Well, that's not bad. Sounds good. So I said, okay, well, you know, guess you can borrow the car just to go down to the bank, get the deposit, then he'd come back. Well, so I said, okay, I can't go anywhere. I got to stay here and make the dough. So he went off to get the deposit, and then like 5 minutes after he left, I heard these sirens going, and I'm thinking, oh great, he's wrecked my car, he's in the hospital, my car's totaled out. And I was like thinking the worst. And then about 20 minutes later, I get a phone call, and they said, this is the district manager calling to let you know that there's been an incident at the bank, and he is stuck there, and it's going to be about a half an hour before he can get back. And what happened was, they said he went there, he was at the merchant's window getting change and stuff for the day, and somebody came in with Uzis and robbed the bank while he was in there. And then they had to shut the bank and take statements from everybody. He said they came in with Uzis, shot the ceiling, took the money, and then took off in a car. I don't know how much they got. Like I said, it was weird. But they rob that Bank of America all the time. It's always in the news. They robbed the Bank of America. I think because it's near the freeway, and easy access. People could get in and out and then just hop on the freeway. So yeah, but it was weird. He was stuck in the bank with my car. Hi, Taz. But he did come back eventually. So that was my experience at Pizza Hut, and it was okay. And I got sick of Pizza Hut after a while because I worked there, and every day we got a free personal pizza. And after, you know, eating pizza for like a week solid every day, yeah, was not fun. At least not there. And then, you know, people kind of say, okay, no pizza. Tazzy, what are you doing? Taz. Well, Tazzy, you got stuck out there. Let's see, I've worked at Pizza Hut. I worked at another one called Pinky's Pizza. I worked there for about a year and a half. And that's it as far as pizza places that I've worked at. I worked at a Whataburger for like 2 months when I was in Arizona going to school. And that's really it. I worked at a security job for a little while. I worked at a newspaper. I worked at a drugstore chain. I worked at the fair 1 year. I did have a paper route, believe it or not, when I was little. Drove my bike and delivered newspapers. That was before they did the car routes. And you used to have to go and collect the money every week. That was fun. And that's really about it. Not had a whole lot of jobs, but the ones I did, were quite a while. One of them, I worked there, 16 years, so that was quite a while. But yeah, I actually did work at those places for quite a while. Pizza parlors. Got really good at making pizza and kind of knowing how to distribute everything and how long to do it and how to roll the dough out. The one was actually, we had a machine that we just rolled out the dough. It's kind of like a pasta thing, and you rolled it out, and then you had a cutter, and you cut it out. And Pizza Hut was different. Yeah, well, I guess it's the training. And Pizza Hut, everything was all preformed. You put it in the pan, and then you let it proof in the thing, or you had to put it on the tray and let it proof, and then the other one you had to like take from a bucket and roll it out. The cracker crust. They only had 3 types of crust back when I was there. They had original, pan, and thin. I guess it was like cracker dough. But now they got all this stuffed crust and all these different ones. But yeah, I guess I was able to learn how to roll out the dough and kind of make the stuff. Although it was funny, when I worked at Pizza Hut, I did not actually make the pizzas. I just did the dough. And I know they had their little assembly line down. They had it all measured out, pre-measured, the same amount of sauce, same amount of cheese, all the different meats or toppings. You had to count the pieces of pepperoni that you put on the pizza. Yeah, everything was all pre-measured and pre-weighed, and they would prep everything ahead of time. They would have to do so many pizzas a day, and they predict on how many they were going to have, and then you'd sauce and cheese all the pizzas, and then if other people wanted other stuff on it, they added to it. But yeah, it was essentially, it was down to pretty much science. They had a prediction every day, how many they thought they would need, and then like something big holiday like Super Bowl or New Year's or something is like, oh well, we're gonna get a lot. But ever since they kind of revamped their whole menu, they kind of, I think they went downhill after that, because they started making a whole new crust and the edge toppings and the sauces that you'd put on top and all that. And I think it didn't do well. And then from what I was reading, people were saying it was taking like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get their pizza because maybe they only had limited amount of drivers or something like that. And they said it was taking an awful long time and the pizza was cold and they argued with them on the phone. I don't know. It just didn't work out. They may, I don't know. I haven't worked there since what, 95. So that was the last time I worked there. Hi, Tazzy. Taz, why do you want so much attention? But yeah, you'll be seeing, actually I got a video coming up on Tuesday. Went to a pizza place, so you'll see that. That's actually really good pizza. Hadn't been there for a while. Taz, stop. Hey. Tazzy, be good. No biting. Come on now, stop. Tazzy, stop it. Stop it. Oh, you're driving me bonkers, Tazzy. He knocked the cord out again. He is causing havoc. See, he knocked my cord out. Tazzy, you're in trouble. I should leave you in the garage. Should have left him in the garage. Anyway, all right. Now they've got that straightened out. I should have left the guy in the garage. But it's actually cold out there, so it's probably not the best thing to be out in the cold garage all night anyways. And I don't know, they're gonna start fighting. He looks like he's wanting to get up there. Yeah, but it's been actually kind of cold here too. Cold at night. It's like in the 40s, so. I mean, I know that's not -20 or whatever some of these places are having. With all this snow, I've seen a lot of the snow. But, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to really do anything for Super Bowl. I may just have some chicken wings and maybe some chips and dip, but that's really about it. I haven't been able to find anything. It was heck trying to find the wings. No one had wings. And I don't want to have to go down to the places and order them because it's going to be a disaster getting wings and stuff from, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop or something like that. Because you know they're going to be crowded. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but you know, the stores are not stocking them. Everybody's, you know, Super Bowl, chili, wings, pizza, you know, snacks, finger foods, yeah, mozzarella sticks, pretzels. Yeah, sometimes you got meatballs, cold cuts, all that kind of, you know, game day food, I guess. So yeah, some of them are kind of tough to get a hold of right now. Pretzels, like the soft pretzels, pizza rolls, egg rolls, all that kind of stuff. And then if you go somewhere to get them, you know, you're gonna pay a lot more, and then you gotta have to deal with it. And I think everywhere is gonna be like super crowded, and you can't ever count on the wait time. It could like take you 2 hours to get some wings or something. So even if you pre-order them. Yeah, I did. Back when I was in college, I did that. I made well, I did the opposite. I made spaghetti with ramen noodles and ketchup. It doesn't work. Mm-mm. Ramen noodles and ketchup do not make good spaghetti. I'll tell you that right now. Yep. No, ketchup does not substitute for tomato sauce. Believe me. Even it'd be better to get the real cheapo generic ones in a no, I had the same thing. When I went to the fridge and all I had was, ketchup, mustard, and that's about it. Baking soda and ramen noodles. No, it's not the same. And ketchup doesn't make a good sauce. Even if you kind of, add spices or whatever to it. It's too sweet. Yeah, you'd be better to buy a jar of the generic spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce. Some of them are not that expensive, but they're real watery. I know that. Like the generic, whatever the store brand is. Some of the other ones are a little more expensive, the Ragu or Prego or one of those other ones. And then if you got into the designer labels, like, yeah, as I said, just put the ramen and then add some, salt and pepper to it, I guess, or lemon pepper, or I don't know, make your own. Add a little soy sauce. You could get a couple packets of soy sauce and, I don't know, hot sauce, I guess. But yeah, I know I've been some of those, broke college student meals are not the proudest meal. Yeah. Always makes me think back to watching old I Love Lucy, where she couldn't afford the meal, so she went in to the restaurant and she ordered a hot bowl of water. She put ketchup and then crackers and salt and pepper and made tomato soup. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, guess what you got to do, what you got to do, But yeah, no, some of those not real good. But it is what it is. And it's different with the ramen. A lot of people don't use the packets. Yeah, you know what I used to do? I would do mac and cheese and sliced up hot dogs. I mean, that wasn't too bad. Sliced up hot dogs, mac and cheese. Sometimes you put hamburger in it. Cheeseburger mac, I guess. Or yeah, then you could put in the ones that would be nasty would be to put those Vienna sausages in there. A little Vienna sausage that were awful. I don't know about those, man. They had to be, or the little cocktail weenies. Although those are kind of expensive. Yeah. Do you ever put ketchup in with your mac and cheese? That's the question. Some people do. I'll put hot sauce on it. I'll put mac and ketchup. Yeah, I would put ketchup in with mac and cheese. Make it a little more tangy, I guess. Or hot sauce. Yeah, hot sauce kind of kicked it up. I don't know too much other condiments would go well with it. Probably not. Soy sauce or I don't know, ranch dressing maybe. Tabasco, ranch dressing. What, a Thousand Island? That's not bad. Pizza sauce might be okay. What else? Strange combos. Blue cheese. I guess I don't know. Italian dressing. Guacamole. I don't know. You can get real creative on some of those. Or different kinds of cheese. Add in the mac and cheese. You can put Swiss, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, anything like that, I guess, really. Chicken, buffalo sauce, buffalo mac and cheese. Yeah, Velveeta, that might work. What else? Yeah, a lot of different things you can put. Yeah, shredded chicken, buffalo chicken would be good. Buffalo mac and cheese. Put salami chunks, ham. Whatever. I don't know. Lunch meat. That really cheap lunch meat. Used to get it for 25 cents a pack. Remember those from your broke college days? I think it was called budding. It's a paper thin lunch meat. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, Lando Frost is, I think, one of them. It comes in like the super thin packets, and it's usually like chicken or corned beef or ham, and then they have all that micro thin, and it's like square and you like see through it. I remember those. Yeah, and either that or you get the Oscar Mayer, the pimento loaf, or the cotto salami where you had to pick out the little pepper chunks that were in there. Yeah, some of the other ones. The pimento loaf was kind of nasty. The little pepper chunks you had to, what else? They'd have like, some of those other ones. But yeah, the real cheapy. And it's not even real one. Yeah, well, some people, yeah, are vegetarian. I don't know what else you'd, yeah, bologna. Yeah, you got a lot of different bologna. Believe it or not, I used to like liverwurst. I was able to eat the liverwurst once in a while, not too often. Yeah, salami. What else? Trying to think. And then they had like the ones that would come in a kit. You had chicken bologna and turkey pastrami. That's the other one. Nah, not everybody does. Hot dogs, I guess. Yeah, hot dogs. What's your, topping of choice on a hot dog? Or a veggie dog even. Soy dogs now, that's a new one. I think that's actually a thing. You can have a soy dog. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's what they use for the sauce on the taco pizza. Or no, cheeseburger pizza. Ketchup and mustard, you mix it up. Kind of like a Thousand Island almost. Ketchup and mustard and then throw in some relish. And then you got your Thousand Island. Or mayo and ketchup. That works too. They actually sell that now in the stores. I've seen it. It's called mayo chup and mustard, and I think it's mustard and mayo together. What else? Sriracha one. Sriracha and mayo. Yeah, they got a lot of different combos, and they charge a lot for them, man. It's like $3.99 for a container of that. You can make your own. I mean, just mix them together. I don't see why you have to pay for them to mix them and put them. But yeah, olives. I don't know, olives, mac and cheese. The other thing you could do is broccoli. Do veggies in it. I've seen those. Broccoli. I don't know, not too much else. Asparagus probably wouldn't go really very good. Cauliflower maybe. I know that big thing now is the buffalo cauliflower. So you could do that, I guess, if you wanted to. What else? Now they're doing this cauliflower rice thing where they grind up the cauliflower to make it look like rice. I don't know how good that is. I actually think that's a new one. El Pollo Loco's got a new cauliflower rice dish. I don't know if I want to try that though. I stick with the. Now I tried it once too. I got a frozen one. I don't even remember the brand name. It was too mushy. Way too mushy, and it had no flavor. It didn't get crisp. It was soggy. I would not get cauliflower crust. No, especially the ones that are frozen. You know, you try to cook them from they're frozen, you never really get a really crisp crust. But yeah, some people that's hey, new thing, cauliflower crust. And they're expensive. If you get they have it where you can get just like a frozen cauliflower crust, no other pizza, and you put your own toppings on it. And they're like super expensive, like $8-9 for a crust with no toppings. So yeah, I have a new one. I think it's Papa Murphy's has it. It's a crustless pizza. Basically, it's all the toppings in a tray. And then you cook it. It's keto. So you got meat and cheese and in a tray. That's, I don't know, that's really lazy. All the pizza toppings in a tray. And it's like, okay. I don't know, man. Pizza casserole, I guess. I don't know that I'd want that. I did make one that's actually pretty good. It's the chicken broccoli recipe. You know what? I could never eat that. I could never eat pickles pig's feet. I used to see them in the jars on the shelf, and they were all kind of jelly looking with all that whatever stuff they pickled them in. It was all kind of nasty looking. Nah. And it's got that jelly kind of, take that out of there, and it's got all that nasty kind of briny jelly. Nah. That, and then the what's the other one they used to have? The chipped beef on toast. That was kind of like a thing that people used to have. Chipped beef on toast. Like, okay. Cream sauce, and I don't know. I don't think that would have been very good. And they would have some of those nasty ones that you used to eat, like the Vienna sausage, chipped beef on toast, liver. A lot of people did not like liver. Could not handle liver at all. It was like, ugh. No liver. And some people are like not into peas. Big time. No peas, man. Can't have anything. No, some people just don't like anything green. No peas, no broccoli, no bell peppers, no asparagus, no green beans, any of that. Some people just will not eat green vegetables. So, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff I remember, yeah, when I was little. It was kind of nasty, and I don't know. Now they're super expensive now. When you go to the store, the stuff that was like really cheap back in the old days, nah, not cheap anymore. The stuff no one wanted. Yeah, you know what? I knew a guy that was like that too. I used to hang out with him, And sometimes we'd go like to the movies or something, and then late night we'd go stop at a restaurant, and these were like the regular sit down restaurants like Denny's and stuff like that. And we go in there and we say it was late night menu, and it's like, well, what do you have? And then he's like, okay, I want a fried chicken dinner. And he goes, well, it comes with a side. What size do you want? No want anything green. No green. No salad. No salad, no greens. He had to have mashed potatoes. Or that was it. I remember one night, man, he said, we don't have any mashed potatoes. He's like, oh, man. He wanted chicken. He wanted fried chicken, and then, no, we don't have fried chicken. We have chicken tenders. And he's all, well, I'm not paying money for chicken tenders with no mashed potatoes. And I don't do greens, so. Yeah, he was kind of a pain. Wouldn't even try it. Or if it had it in it, he'd pick it out. I went to a buffet with him one time, man. It was like not fun. Because it was like southwestern night, and everything had, like green chilies or some kind of green peppers or something in it, and everything had something green in it, and he couldn't eat anything. It's like, dude, chill out. So yeah, and I don't. Sometimes you get around people that are super picky and won't eat certain things, and I don't know. There's some things that I just don't really care for, but I'm not going to rule everything green out. Not off the whole menu. I don't know. And there's certain things that I understand if you were allergic to it. If you were allergic to peas or green beans or yeah, no, I don't understand why he couldn't do lettuce. I mean, yeah, and that would be the thing. If he got a hamburger, man, no lettuce. Couldn't have a salad. He didn't even like jalapenos. So, what's up with that? Can't have nachos without jalapenos. I don't know. Yeah, but gotta have a good salad every once in a while, or something. But yeah, no, never touched salad in his life. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I could understand if you were allergic to it. Oh, cheese ball. That's another thing that was kind of a little bit iffy was cheese balls. Get that from or the cheese log from Hickory Farms. Remember that? The cheese nut log. I always have the sample at Christmas time. Those were kind of, I don't know, those weren't the best. And it was kind of smoky cheese, and I don't know. It's been a while. And I don't even know if they have those open anymore. Yeah, it's like not real cheese, and I don't like the artificial smoke flavor, so I don't get anything with smoke. That's why I hate going to the grocery store now, man. You want to get lunch meat and you want turkey, you can't hardly get just plain turkey. It's smoked turkey, honey cured, brown sugar, mesquite, peppered, all these different kind of turkeys. And I want just plain turkey. No seasoning, no smoke, no flavor on it, nothing. It's hard to find it anymore. They're usually out. Same with the ham. Honey ham, smoked ham. Yeah, all those ones. And I just want plain stuff. I don't want any artificial flavors or smoke or anything like that. Same with the cheese too. I don't like smoked Gouda or smoked Munster, whatever else they have. I never cared for it. And then if you ever put liquid smoke in barbecue sauce or marinades, no, didn't like that. No, I like corn on my potatoes. Yeah, Black Forest ham's okay. It's not real bad. Not too sweet. It doesn't have a smoke flavor. But it's tough to find just plain ham. I think it's called boiled ham or chopped ham. Those ones are okay, but yeah, it's getting harder and harder to find them now. Everybody has to have some kind of flavor to it. Same thing when you go to the grocery store sometimes. You got to watch how things are packaged, like the cream cheese or something like that. It's got some additives in it, and sometimes you don't know, and you can't see on the label real well. Like one time I got cream cheese, and I think it had strawberries or something in it. I'm like, yeah. Or smoked salmon. I don't know. I don't really want that on. I just want plain cream cheese. I don't want all these different flavors and additives. But sometimes you don't know, or sometimes you grab the wrong one. Fat-free cream cheese. Ugh. No cal salad dressing. Ugh. Those are awful. I don't know, man. Sometimes you got to be careful because the labels aren't real big, or it doesn't really tell you the little thing that's in fine print. They'll put them in the wrong place. You pick up the wrong one. I did that one time. I got was making some kind of dish that required Greek yogurt. I was making like a marinade with it, and one time I actually got the wrong one. It was with Greek yogurt with honey. Didn't go well in a marinade. Way too sweet. So, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta read the fine print. You know, and sometimes they just put it in the wrong section, or you know, they don't have it. Lots of different stuff, but and just gotta keep your eyes open. One time, yeah, I got a jar of olives. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got olives, and it was in fine print on the label, and it was a red writing on a red label. It said with jalapenos. Didn't know that because it looked almost exactly like the label. It was in red. It said with jalapenos. Didn't know that. That thing was way hot. So you gotta go over these with a microscope now sometimes. And a lot of times they'll change the labels, you know. Won't it'll be, you know, new design on the label, and it doesn't stand out. Yeah, I think they need to like pay more attention to the labels. When they put a label on there, if it's like, you know, cream cheese with salmon, they should make it, you know, pink label. And if it's you know, with chives, make it green. Yeah. And you know what? I did that. I swear. There was one time I got a can of what was called green chilies. It just said green chilies. Didn't say jalapeno, didn't say spicy. It said green chilies. And I'm thinking, you know, green chilies, nothing. Well, I put that in the, what did I put it in something. That stuff was super hot. I mean, I don't know if it was mislabeled or they got the wrong kind of peppers or whatever. They were not green chilies. They were straight up super hot jalapenos. And I didn't know that. And it was not labeled. It wasn't labeled jalapenos. It wasn't labeled hot at all. It was like mild green chili. I think they put the wrong one in that particular jar. So, yeah. Didn't know that till I opened it up. So, sometimes it's tough. They mislabel things. And then sometimes it's just the opposite. When they say, you know, super hot, or like when I got some chips and it was ghost pepper. Trader Joe's had a ghost pepper potato chip, and I tried it. There was no heat on that at all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but you know, Velveeta's not the best flavor. And they got the Velveeta in a box. They got the Velveeta in a jar. Yeah, I know. That's why one guys said if ever you're using jalapenos, they said take a little taste of it before you put it into the dish, because sometimes it could be, you know, very mild, and sometimes it'll blow your head off. Depends on, I guess, that particular batch of peppers. So yeah, tough. I've done that with chipotle. Like you get a can of chipotle in the adobo sauce, and some reason that adobo sauce is like super duper hot, and you gotta like take all that sauce off of there, otherwise it's way too hot. I don't know why. Because like a lot of times you'll get a recipe and it says, you know, chipotle peppers. Yeah, it is. And you almost have to like scrape all that sauce off it and just chop up the pepper. I don't know why. That adobo sauce, yeah, it is hot. And if you just use like a whole can and you don't take off the sauce, forget it. you're gonna be hurt. I've had that happen. And you can't buy a small can of adobo sauce right now. You know, it says like 1 tablespoon of chipotle pepper chopped, but it's in all that adobo sauce. It is good, but like I said, can't have much. So you also must, you know, you pretty much have to take it out, scrape off the sauce, and then just chop up a little bit of the pepper. But then the rest of it kind of goes to waste. So I hate that. Same with the tomato paste. Sometimes you have to get even a small can of tomato paste, and you don't use that much. I know they have some that's in the tube. Squirt a little bit out of the tube, but yeah, almost never use a whole can of paste. And I know you could freeze it, or they have some that are actually already frozen. I've seen those. What else? Yeah. It's tough though. Sometimes they only have certain size cans available. You have to get a giant can. And you hate to let it go to waste, but then you have to end up, I guess, you know, freezing it or sealing it up, using it in something else. I've seen some where they have now frozen garlic and ginger or basil or something in little cubes. I know, I hate that. And even the little tomato paste cans, the little ones, almost always don't use the whole thing. And if you get the big can, forget it. You'll never use all of that. I actually had to freeze some up there. I don't know. I have seen it in the tube where you could squeeze out a little bit, like a tablespoon, and you just seal it back up. So those are the best way to go, but it's tough to find them. Or you get the pre-chopped garlic. Yeah. Yeah, you have to get the ones, I've seen them. Yeah, they stuff them with garlic. They stuff them with almonds. What's the other ones? Pimento. Jalapenos. I've seen jalapeno stuffed olives. Lots of different stuff. But yeah, they are kind of expensive. That's like the gourmeted version. So if you guys do have, well, I don't know if they're doing them too much anymore, but there for a while they were doing like an olive bar where you could self-serve yourself different kind of olives, Kalamata, um, garlic, marinated one of the, but I don't think they're doing that much anymore. I don't think they let you self-serve. It's going to be pre-packed again. They did used to, and I remember at one point some of the and they took these out years ago, but some of the grocery stores would have a salad bar where you could just get the salad by the pound. Load it up, and then they had all the other condiments, but they pretty much did away with that. Yeah, Kalamata, I don't even know the other different ones. But yeah, they're kind of funny tasting. And then they got like the antipasto, the mozzarella cheese and the peppers and all that stuff packed in oil. But they're very expensive too. Like you get a pound of them, it's like $12. And so I don't know. Never really got those. I know it would always be in the like the deli section. Kalamata olives and all these different things. So I've seen them in the deli now, but they're kind of, yeah, they're way too expensive. It's like, $15 for some of them. And then they also have the the other ones with the potato salads, hummus, all those different things in there. Kind of a premium though. Dips, giant subs. What else do they have? Like potato salad, macaroni salad, dips. One place used to have, I wish they would do this. They used to have where you can get in the deli, it was the nacho cheese sauce and jalapenos. They were in the little plastic containers, and you get them like, I think it was by the pound. They don't do that anymore. But yeah, you used to buy yourself a bag of tortilla chips and then get the nacho cheese and then the jalapenos, make yourself nachos. But they stopped doing that. They used to have a lot of that stuff late night. You go get sandwiches, chicken, like orange chicken, chicken tenders. What was the other ones they'd have? Sometimes meatballs, pasta salad. Yeah, but they're kind of expensive though too. It's like $8 a pound. I don't know. Anything from the deli anymore, man, is way expensive. All the prepared foods I've eaten, like meatloaf, chili rellenos, spaghetti. One place I was going to get, they had Chinese food. It was like a prepackaged Chinese food, but they wanted $12 for a little bit of rice and a little bit of like orange chicken. And that's a little bit too much for me. Yeah, it is. I mean, all that stuff that's already prepackaged in the clear containers, and yeah, like noodles and chicken wings, orange chicken, pasta, meatballs, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it is very expensive. Yeah, yeah, all the time it is cold. And then like you said, like the fried chicken or the chicken tenders, and then you have to reheat them and they don't get crispy. And they're like soggy and they're yuck. Kind of like when you get the frozen meals from like the frozen section, and you get like the ones that are in a bag, like stir fry or some kind of chicken, orange chicken, like the Chinese food. It's already prepared, you're supposed to be able to heat it up in the oven, thawed out, put it in the microwave, and it's supposed to be all as good as like stir fry, but it doesn't get crispy. And yeah, you can't make the frozen chicken crispy. I don't know. Any of the breaded. Same with the prepared chicken wings that already have the sauce on them, and you're supposed to heat them up. They come out rubbery. I don't know. You just can't do it. Hey, Kenneth. Yeah, I don't know why. It's tough to do that. I tried that with the mega bowls. Actually, those are really good. They had the Nashville chicken one. The mega bowls were good, but they just didn't get the chicken crispy. You almost have to take the chicken out and put it like in the oven or the air fryer and crisp it up, and then add it in. But that's a lot of work. Same with things like you get the frozen chicken sandwiches or hamburgers. Frozen bread does not reheat well. Okay, thanks for dropping in. Get some rest. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Super Bowl, I guess. You wanna? Anybody's paying attention to that? I don't know. But yeah, sometimes the frozen food just does not reheat right. Any kind of bread that's already cooked does not work right. Microwaves do not do it justice. Same with pot pies. Pot pies don't microwave very well. I don't know why. Can't cook crust in a microwave very good. Just doesn't work. You almost have to use an air fryer for some of them to make them crispy. That's what I use it for, like French fries, tater tots, chicken nuggets, egg rolls, things like that. Air fryer works pretty good. It does make it a little crispy. And pizza, you really need to put it in a oven to make it crispy and melt the cheese. Yeah, I think I've had that before. I think it's like not Panda, but it's something else. I've seen that. They started getting into the new ones now. What was that one? God, I can't think of it right now. They're starting to do the chains like Benihana's and PF Chang, and some of these other ones are actually putting frozen food, Chinese frozen foods. I don't know that they're that great. Chow mein, orange chicken, pot stickers. Some of them, they're a little bit expensive too for what you get. Kind of like the same restaurant. I went to the PF Chang's one time, and I paid like $18 for orange chicken, and it was not that great. I got a drink and the orange chicken platter, I think it was. It was like $18 for a dish of orange chicken. I mean, I could go to Panda Express and get it for like, $8, $7. So yeah, it wasn't that great. Almost make your own for cheaper. I have made some other. I made what was the general chicken and kung pao. Made a couple of those. Yeah, that's not bad. Actually, the one place that I got stuff from wasn't too bad. It was a little pricey, but it was really good. And they delivered, and it was super hot. It was like nice and cold. I got the hot and sour soup and some chow mein. It was actually pretty good. But yeah, local Chinese food, if you can find a good one, probably better to go there. Probably works out better in the long run. You buy them frozen in the grocery store, and it's like $8, $9 anyways. And they don't do frozen. They don't do frozen hot and sour soup. Not worth anything, but yeah. So that kind of thing, yeah, it's almost better to go local. The frozen foods just they don't cut it. I mean, some of them are good. Burritos, corn dogs, yeah, some things like that. But no, most of those meals, they're overpriced and you don't get very much in it. It says feeds 2 to 4, and it's not much to it. Kind of like those steamer meals now. Seen them in the tray. Healthy choice, and then you put the steamer meals in there, and you put the rice and the whatever it is, and it's very not very much, and it's not even that great. Or the ones that you put in there. The lean cuisine, that was the other one. I remember getting that all the time. Lean cuisine. Little tiny container. Or you get, what was the other one? Michelinas or something like that. It was like mac and cheese, or in the little paper containers, and there was like not more than 2 or 3 bites. Yeah, you got to watch those, because when you put them in there, man, it really does get hot. Try to take that basket out there. Yeah, it'll get you. Gotta watch it. I've had a few other ones that are decent, but yeah, never really found any good frozen meals too much. Just not the same. You're almost better off trying to cook your own, I guess. Chow mein, fried rice. I wouldn't recommend getting those packets. Sometimes they have, what is it, bird's eye or something like that. The little packet mixes, they're way too much sodium in those. Okay. But yeah, I have tried that other ones, and they got the Dynasty. I think it's Dynasty or bird's eye, and it's the mix, and then you add like water to it. Way too salty. Stir fry and all that. So same with some of those other ones. It's like curry sauce, or the stir fry packets. I've seen them like in envelopes, like bags, and that sauce isn't that great. Yeah, that same with the jars, pre-made jars of the like stir fry sauce, or mole or something like that. Yeah, the salt on those things is crazy. Same with like if you'd get like the pre-made packets with like for spaghetti sauce, or for so the gravy, the gravy in the packets that you make. Yeah, I know, but yeah, it's all that salt in there, way too salty. Some of them are a little bit low sodium. I've been trying to find some. I was trying to find some. They don't have them anymore. I was looking for either Swedish meatballs or beef stroganoff mix. They do not have them anymore. Cannot find them. I don't know if they discontinued them or they're just not stocking them. Only one brand had them, and they don't never have it. So I don't know. Lately, you go into the aisle and where all the sauce mixes for spaghetti sauce and gravy and seasoning packets and stuff, they're almost empty now. I don't know if they're just not stocking them, or they're not getting them, and there's not a supply anymore because people buy them up. I don't know. But yeah, it's getting tougher to find them. I think it's just that a lot of the products are not available right now. They don't have the supply. Like I said, it's tough to get certain kind of items too now. No caffeine free. I can't find caffeine free anything anymore. He used to have caffeine-free everything. Coke, Pepsi. What else? A whole lot of different stuff. And they don't have them anymore. I don't know. And that's certainly not the not tonight. Wow. Had a bunch of kick to it. Kind of like this flavor. Probably try to get this one again. Really? I just got something the other day. It wasn't an extra $1. Where I try to get it is when they put them on sale, and it's like 3 for $12, or 3 for 11, or whatever. Buy one get one free, or buy two get one free, or buy two get two free. Buy them in the case, but they really haven't been putting them much on sale now. Last time I got them, it was like $5 a pop. Really? See, now that'd be good. The best that I've seen is occasionally here, buy two get two free, and they're about, I think they're about $5, $5 for a 12 pack. So you buy two, and then you get $10, and you get 4. So I mean, that's the best part. Though sometimes, it's funny when you go to the store. Sometimes lately, I usually put it on like the bottom of the cart because I don't want to have to take it off there. And sometimes they don't ring it up, and I don't know until after I've left that they haven't rung it up. You get a couple of those 12 packs. You have to lug them off the bottom and then put them up on the thing, and then yeah, I think it's a premium on the cans because they've got a can shortage now. That's why they're not running all the different flavors. You said the same with the beer. The beer people, they can't put the cans out because they don't have the available cans anymore. So yeah, that's why they're only putting the most popular brand, Coke, Diet Coke, and maybe Coke Zero, but no caffeine free, no. Notice that they're not doing like the orange vanilla Coke. They're not doing some of these other different brands, or just the stores aren't stocking them, or they're not getting the supply. Some of these, off brands like Cherry 7-Up and Limonade, Sprite, and all these other ones that were kind of out, but now they mostly just Coke, Diet Coke. That's it. Coke Zero. And you know what? I don't think they're you know what? I really don't think they're doing these anymore. The Diet Coke, the flavored Diet Cokes in the tall cans. There for a long time, they had them all. The mango, the feisty cherry, a couple of the other flavors. I don't think they're hardly doing those much anymore. I remember that was like the big thing for a while. They got rid of the lime's gone. But yeah, feisty, the blood orange, oh yeah. You know what? I got a whole bunch of packs of that. So I like the regular one. The other one's not so good, but yeah, I've seen them more and more now in the stores. I got a couple 12 packs. I still got like 2 left. I got like three of them when I found them the other day. I still actually have a bottle of the regular, and the zero sugar is not very good. I don't like the aftertaste and what they use to it. It's not very good. I know the high sugar ones are not good, but yeah, I wish they only had it for summertime, but the Baja Blast is like gone because it's wintertime. They'll bring it back at summertime, but Baja Blast, or I don't think you can find it anymore. Live Wire. Maybe occasionally you can. Voltage I still see. Code Red I still see. Yeah, they don't have too much of the other ones. But that's like the new one. Yeah, Voltage, Livewire, Pitch Black, that went away a long time ago. Code Red, Diet Code Red. Then they had the Game Fuel and some of these other ones. They're going to come out with 2 new ones for summertime. Baja Punch and Baja Flash. And I think one is a pineapple and one is like a coconut, I think. But that's not till summertime. So they're going to have those. So you can get 2 new ones. They're supposed to have that one Spark, but that's only available at certain places, and I haven't seen it. I think it's only at Speedway. I haven't found it. Never really. And I know you can get that one at KFC, what's that one called? I can't even think of it now. The one that's exclusive to the KFC, Mountain Lightning, or something like, yeah. But yeah, some of them are just exclusive to different places. I know Taco Bell. Yeah, the Lightning. Sweet Lightning, I think it's called. That one's okay. Not my favorite. Suppose if you wanted to go there and you wanted to try the chicken sandwich, you can get a bag full. That was funny. I had a laugh at that one. You can get for $3.99, you can get a bag of soda from KFC. I still have the bag. I drank all the root beer. I had the half gallon of your favorite beverage. No ice. That's the other thing. No ice. You put it in the container. And I saw how they did it too. They have like a little funnel, and I guess they put it under the spout, and then they put the flavor on there, and then they put the lid on top. And it's got a little handle. Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that's bad about it. I mean, you can buy yourself a 2-liter bottle for probably like 99 cents at the local market, but yeah, I don't know. I suppose if I kept the bag, I guess I can just buy myself a 2-liter bottle and fill it up, I guess. I don't know. That reminds me of when you go to 7-Eleven and you get the double gulp and the big gulp, double gulp, super gulp. They had one and it was like a milk container, and you had to put it together. And you filled it up, and then you had like you close the top and you put like a little clip to hold it down. The other ones were like in a regular cup, but that one was like double gulp. Or if you wanted to, you can buy those big plastic containers, and it was like a double gulp or something like that. And then you got a refill for like 99 cents or whatever. Giant plastic containers. I used to do that at work. When I was working graveyard shift, I had one of those giant containers, and then I had like the Bubba Keg and some of these other ones. Yeah, you just fill it up with ice and put whatever you wanted. Coke. That's when I used to start drinking. I started drinking some of those energy drinks when I was working graveyard shift. Yeah, the NOS and some of the other one. I think I did like Rockstar, and I think I had a Monster here and there. Yeah, just get yourself a giant container, fill it with ice, and then pour whatever drink, and then it keeps it cold all night. So best way to do it. That way you're not spending a ton of money. And, I hated going over to 7-Eleven and spending, you know, for a bottle of soda, 20-ounce soda over there was like $2. And yeah, just way too expensive. That's why I said go down to the local market, get yourself a 2 liter. Easier, it's cheaper too. And then they have all the weird drinks. There for a while, they had some cool stuff. Jolly Rancher had soda. I did try those ones a while back called the Orbits. I don't know if you guys ever saw or heard about those. They were gross. I don't know why. And they weren't quite liquid. They were like a syrupy kind of thing. And they had little beads in it. And it wasn't, and you shook it up and then the little beads floated around and it looked like a lava lamp. And they were like little, kind of like boba, but a little bit different. And some guy said they look like snot floating around in the weird bottles, and they look like, yeah, they almost did look like a lava lamp. They were kind of shaped like that. And it was a very thick, syrupy kind of drink. Didn't last very long. People said it was gross. You still find them. I've seen them out there. You can kind of collector's item, but they were not very good. They had a bunch of ones back when I was there. Snapple had a bunch of Snapple, Sobe, some of those other ones, Koala, New York Seltzer, all those ones. Yeah, they used to have all the really good drinks, but then they kind of they discontinued a lot of them. And Snapple used to have all kinds of different flavors. Clearly Canadian, that was another one that was good. New York Seltzer. I like those. I don't know why they kind of get rid of them. And then all the Sobe had different flavors, and then they had like smoothie kind of things, and then juices and teas, and I mean that was like the thing. All those different drinks back then. Then they just kind of discontinued them all. I don't know why. Yeah, still have a couple here and there. Snapple. I think they have like one or two different Sobeys now. It's like the coconut and then the strawberry. But they used to have, yeah, green teas and smoothies and orange and all kinds of different stuff. I don't know why. Somewhere along the line they just said, "Hey, we're not going to do it anymore." And you know what? Now I think that's the other thing. I heard Coke is discontinuing about half of their products. This was a little while ago. So some of their off brands that aren't just plain Coke, there was like, yeah, the juices and yeah. Yeah, it used to be juices and then like the weird flavors that never caught on. It was like Coke Life. It was like the green can and it was like all natural, and Odwalla, I think that was another one they're getting rid of. Apparently they had Tab, but they're getting rid of that. They said there was about 200 different products that they're getting rid of, just that was not popular or didn't have in all areas. They want to cut back on all their different product lines, so yeah, took a lot of them away. Not that I ever got them, but yeah, I mean, they have a whole energy drink section. Really? You saw Tab? I haven't seen it here. And if I remember right, back from what, the 70s and 80s, it was awful. That um, additive, I think it was saccharin. Now, I don't know if they still use that as the sweetener, but it was awful. The aftertaste on that was awful. It was horrible. Just to have that aftertaste. And, ugh. Hey, Tyler. They used to have Mr. Pibb too, but they don't have that much anymore. And Jolt, of course. Jolt's a lost cola. Mr. Pibb, Jolt. Used to have a lot more root beer too. Can't find as much of it anymore. Hires, Dads, Mug, a couple other ones, but yeah, they're really cutting back on the ones. They used to have a lot more bottle drinks too, in different flavors: orange, grape, strawberries, bubble up. Yeah, they're almost impossible to find anymore. Yeah, but yeah, I might go back to this one store that's got like a lot of different bottle drinks, kind of rare ones, I guess. I did a whole bunch of them a while back, and they were all different flavors. One was it prickly pear, and one was Shirley Temple, and lemonade. That one was a weird one. It was like a lemonade and like fruit punch or orange kind of flavor. Sarsaparillas, birch beer. What was the one? Butterscotch ones. They had a lot of different, really strange sodas. Some of them were really good though. What was that? The cherry lime aid that I tried. So yeah, they had a lot of different ones, but yeah, they're kind of cutting back on them now. They're discontinuing them. I don't know. Maybe the bottling companies just aren't doing them anymore. Yeah, one was Italian cherry soda, cream sodas. That was a lot of good one. And I remember I didn't see it this last time, but for Halloween a couple years ago, they had all the weird Halloween flavors, and it was Jack Black. It had black lemonade and blue cream soda, and one was strawberry toast, and the one butterscotch beer, and then they had a one I still actually have them. Brainwash. It was like a spicy kind of drink. They were all in bottles too, and then I saw them like the next year. They were on closeout for $0.25. So I don't know. Guess they just didn't do very good, but yeah, the butterscotch beer was really good, and the brainwash was not so good. Black lemonade, blue cream soda, a whole bunch of different ones. Root beer, yeah, and they had funny labels and little sayings and stuff. I mean, that was the cool part, but yeah, I don't know that I'd want to. I don't want to get those again. Kind of almost one step away from those gross sodas, but they were just weird. And like I said, I know that for a while they were like $3 a bottle, and they put them on closeout. Yeah, A&W root beer, Dad's root beer. I haven't seen it much anymore. Hires. They had that for a while. Yeah, a few ones. I like, Dad's, A&W, or Barks. That's another good one. Barks. Barks has got bite. So, yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, but I do like A&W root beer. They're pretty good. Yeah, Barks is like, especially though, you have to get it ice cold. And, if you put it in glass, it's even better. But yeah, ice cold, nothing like that. But yeah, it's tough to find them sometimes. Yeah, the cheapo store brand are no good. Sam's Club root beer and or Great Value root beer and Safeway root beer. I don't know. Those are not very good. All those store brand ones, yeah, black cherry, um, what else? Yeah, black cherry, cream soda. They have um cherry cola. It's even called cherry cola. They don't. Some of them have funny little names for it. I remember Walmart had Dr. Thunder, which is like supposed to be Dr. Pepper. One of them was Skipper, Tahoe Twist, Twist Up. Um, yeah, strange ones, and they were not very good. I remember that. I just remember a lot of times getting all the Shasta brand ones: grape soda, strawberry soda, fruit punch, um, yeah, diet cola, black cherry. Yeah, no brand name for black cherry. I don't know, but the other ones had a clever name. But yeah, black cherry is black cherry. They used to have a lot of good ones. I wish they would have brought this one place back. I remember from when I was a little kid, they had a place over here, and it was called the Pop Shop. That's what I was talking about the other day when I put the poll out. What do you call soda in your town or your area? And a lot of people said pop. They had a place called the Pop Shop, and what it was is it was bottled. It was bottled sodas, all kinds of different flavors, and you went in there and you got like a crate. It was like a plastic crate, and you got different flavors. It was like pineapple and strawberry, grape, fruit punch soda, um, root beer, all that stuff. You put it in the crate. You bought them by the bottle. You bought like 12 of them or however many came in the thing, and you paid the deposit for the bottles. And then what you did is you took the crate home, you drank the bottle, you drank it, and then you brought the crate back with the bottles and gave them the bottles back, and then you got more. So yeah, as long as you brought the bottles back, then able to get more. And I remember, yeah, it was called the Pop Shop. They had some weird ones: the bubble gum, cream soda, cherry, root beer, um, grape, orange, lemon, lime, all the old ones. And yeah, glass bottles. Those were cool. But then somewhere along the line, yeah, they went under. I actually saw it online, and they had some that you could order, but I think you had to pay. Yeah, had to pay a deposit or something for the bottles, and yeah. But I remember that they used to have a place over there called Flair Market, and I remember that one too because that was where I think I first found the bubblegum cigarettes and bubblegum cigars were like over there. They had all the cool candy in there too, like Pop Rocks and Now and Laters and all that. They had a lot of cool stuff for like kids in there. Chips and candy and sodas. And then there was another, it was one of the little, small markets locally owned, and then they went under. But I remember going in there and getting all the cool candy, Now and Laters, Jolly Ranchers, all that kind of cool stuff, M&Ms, Hershey bars, all that. They don't do that much anymore. But yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. They used to have the one place over here too. This was cool. I remember somewhat going over there. It was a nursery, and I used to go to the nursery like on the weekends with, my parents would go there, and they would look for like plants and stuff, And it was really cool because where this was, it was like this big, huge oak tree. That the nursery was like under this big oak tree. It was nice and shady, and you had to take a little wagon and take the wagon and drag it around and put the plants and stuff. And they had a um, pop pop machine or Coca-Cola, and it was in bottles, and you had to pay, I don't know, a quarter, and then you got the glass bottle, and you had to crack it open, little bottle opener on the side, and then you'd go around with your wagon and you drink your Coke or whatever it was, and then you put the bottle back. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I remember that. You had to drag that, had to drag the little wagon around while you're drinking your soda or Coke or Sprite or whatever. And they weren't the big bottles; they were the smaller ones. I remember that. The little door that opened up, and then you had to pull one of them out. Old style. I don't know that they did. I don't know. I think they might have had the vending machines with the bottles, but yeah, that's the best one. And yeah, now it has to be the Mexican style with the real sugar, not the fake stuff. Yeah, Coke, Sprite, 7 Up. I think you can get Dr. Pepper in bottles sometime. I've seen them, but I've mostly seen Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, and 7 Up in the bottle. Sometimes I like Bubble Up, a couple other ones, but yeah, those are the main ones. You have to get the pure cane sugar, not the high fructose corn syrup and all that. Not the same. Definitely not the same. But yeah, if you can get Mexican Coke or Mexican Pepsi in the bottle, yeah, it's the best. Ice cold in the bottle. Yeah, the rest of them, it's not the same. I have found them in the regular grocery stores. Outside at what grocery outlets got them too. Mexican Pepsi, Mexican Coke. Yeah, that was what it used to be all the time, man. You had to get the bottle. Some of them you can find at like truck stops and like big gas stations. Some of the oh yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. Yeah, the root beer you got to really age it in the barrels. That was a lot of people used to do that, but I haven't. I'd almost be willing to try it, but I don't know. I want to invest that kind of money. Those Soda Streams. I don't think that the flavoring's going to be quite the same though. Like they have, I believe they do have Coke and they do have Pepsi, but they don't have all the different combos. Yeah, but then you got to keep buying the cartridges. So yeah, I don't know. And I don't think those the syrup containers are the same. They say Coke or Coke Zero or um, Pepsi. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be quite the same. I know they got all the other ones, the lemon lime and cherry cola, but those are like generic flavors too. So I don't know. I'm not sure I could get in them. But yeah, if you buy them regular ones, they're like about $100, and then you got to pay what 10, $15 for a refill cartridge. I don't think it makes that um, many of them. I don't know. Like Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, they actually do have. I've seen those ones. Um, yeah, now they're starting to put those little. They're not the flavor packets, but they're um, the little squirt bottles of stuff. I've actually seen, yeah, like the Kool-Aid, and then I've seen Dr. Pepper and Coke and all those ones, the little flavor shots that they have. A&W. They got a lot of those, but they're not carbonated. Yeah, you know what? I remember I used to have um, used to have, I did play paintball for like a minute. Used to have to get those CO2 tanks, and yeah, you'd go get them filled up at the um, some sporting goods store. Some of them, like the hardware store, some of them you could do that. But I remember, yeah, having to get your CO2 tank filled for the paintball. They even had the little ones for the pistols and whatnot. Oh, what I did have one. It was a BB pistol, and they were the disposable ones. They were like little cartridges about that big. I remember those pellet guns and um, the BB pistols, and you had to get those little ones, filled them up. Yeah, I remember those. Now they got, what is it, airsoft guns, the little plastic BBs. I remember these. You know, the one time when I was working late night at the one place. These two idiots got really bored because they were there like swing shift and no one was in the place. And they were stupid because what they did was they went out to the sporting goods store and they bought one of those airsoft pistols, and it was a black, like a black one, and it had the orange tip to, make sure that it wasn't a real gun, because all the kids would have them and then the cops would end up shooting them or whatever. And so they bought these airsoft pistols. And the first thing they did was took a magic marker and blacked out the orange tip. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Carry it around in your car with the orange tip blacked out. And then they would run around at night bored and shoot each other with these airsoft guns. I'm like, that's not a good thing, guys. They were in an office complex running around shooting at each other with BB guns. What would happen if someone happened to come in late night or whatever and they see people running around shooting at each other with a gun? That'd go over real well. Cops would show up. All of a sudden, shoot out. That wasn't good. Some people don't think real well. I'm like, you guys, don't bring that to work. Don't run around shooting each other with plastic BB guns. Not bright. I guess sometimes, though, they got a little bored. At night there was no one there and waiting for stuff. And just not too bright. I don't know what happened to them after they closed the company down. Everybody kind of went their separate ways. So I don't know what happened to everybody, but yeah, especially when you're like, in a we were like in an office complex, and it was like no one was there during the nighttime, and they didn't come in till the morning, and we just had to run the computer room. There's like no one in the whole place, and We just had to sit there and wait and answer the phone if people called, or run the reports and whatnot, do the overnight stuff. But yeah, it was very boring, especially on the weekend when there was like no one there on the weekend, and we just had to be there. But it was actually cool. No one bothered us. We were able to do things, you wouldn't be able to normally do. So watch movies, listen to music. Yeah, and the worst part is when I had to do weekend. Mostly I was nights and weekends, and I had like what Tuesday and Wednesday off or something like that. And used to have to work the weekends. And I remember whenever it got to be the time when you changed the time, we had to be there overnight, and we had to be there through the time change. Now, it wasn't so bad when you went forward, but when you went back, you had to work an extra hour and to sit through the same hour twice. That was boring. It was like, okay, it's 2 o'clock. Okay, no, it's 1 o'clock. Then you have to wait another hour for it to be 2 again. And we had to make special allowances. We had to send like an email and say, hey, we worked 9 hours this day because, we went through the same hour twice. And the time clock would only show the new time. So we'd actually get ripped off if we didn't. Yeah, and it was really boring. I mean, sit there for an hour. And this was like really old systems. They didn't have that time change built into the program. So we had a mainframe, and what we had to do is we had to, at 1 o'clock, we had to shut it down. And then we had to wait for an hour for it to catch up again. And then we brought it back up because we couldn't really change the time. So yeah, we had to leave it down for a while and then bring it back up and trick the system into thinking it was, pretty much the same time we shut it down at. So yeah, that was fun. Going through the same hour twice. Now it was different when we went ahead an hour because you'd be shut down and then you'd bring it back up, and all of a sudden you're an hour ahead and you're like behind everything. That was not fun. You had to like all of a sudden catch up to everything because you jumped ahead. And yeah. So yeah, it was okay. It was good and bad. No one bothered me. I was, pretty much there. We could watch movies and listen to music and play, we'd bring in like our laptops and we'd play like video games on them. We weren't able to do anything on the systems there because they like blocked us from the getting to the internet and whatnot. But yeah, we play like you know, Doom or some of these other adventure games, stuff like that. Watch a movie. Um, yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Some of them would have, DVDs. Some of them you'd have like stored on there. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the other thing too. Yeah, they stopped serving alcohol at a certain time. So uh, I don't know. It was a little different, but I hated having to work that time change weekend because it was so. And everybody would come in the morning, and it would be like some people would forget, and they'd come in at the wrong time, and then they're like, "Why is no one here?" And it was, you forgot the time change, didn't you? Really? Oh crap! Hour too early. Yeah, it was funny. Or then the other time, man, they'd be late. They'd be an hour late because they thought it was the same time. Yeah, and people would come in the morning, like it was nothing. The time change was just, invisible to them. But yeah, we had to suffer through it. So the only one part I hated about it was the time change. Because yeah, like you said, when it was boring and nothing was going on, it was like slow. Sometimes people would get very bored and they'd do weird things. Yeah, you know what? They apparently they voted for it to stop doing the time change, but they haven't officially put it in place yet. I actually saw that was on the ballot a couple elections ago, and they said that the I guess the lawmakers or whatever saying they don't know how to implement this, so they haven't implemented it. But apparently, we voted to eliminate the daylight savings time, but they won't put it in place because they don't know how. So I don't know if that's ever going to get put in. I hate when they do that, man. We vote for things and it's supposed to be a reality, and they just decide, oh no, we're not going to do it. It's like, well, why did we vote for it? Why was it put on the ballot if we're not gonna put it in place? Same with the governor. We voted for a certain thing and he decided, no, I'm not going to do this. Not long as I'm governor, not going to have it. So yeah, he got rid of all the lethal injection things. He tore them all down. He took away all that stuff. He said um, no more lethal injections while I'm governor. And he dismantled all the places in the prison. They don't have that anymore. But we voted to keep the death penalty. But he said, no, I'm not going to do it. So I don't quite get it. I said, why we bother vote on this thing if they're not going to implement them? I don't quite understand it. I mean, I understand that they're opposed to the death penalty, but the time change, it's probably a good thing because it always wreaks havoc whenever they have to do the time change and everybody gets all screwed up. Yeah, that's the government. I'm telling you, man. The more we vote for the rules, the more they fight them and don't want to put them in. And then they just figure, people will forget about it. So, yeah, never quite understood that. But what are you gonna do? The only thing you can do is get rid of them, take them out of office, elect someone else. Yeah, that's the one thing, man. Yeah, by 5 o'clock, it's like dark. Because like sometimes I go out to get some dinner or something around 5 o'clock, and it's already pitch black. You can't see yourself. You gotta put your headlights on, and then if it's like raining, forget it. It's like dark and cloudy. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what did I do the other day when it was really bad? I went out to get something for dinner, and it was like 4:30 and the sun started going down, and I went to, I think it was Carl's Jr.'s, and I went there, and the time it took to go through the drive-through and park the car, it got dark. The sun was setting as I got up there, and then by the time I got through the drive-through, it was already dark. One of those reviews that I did, you could tell it was like extra dark. I think it was one of those was it the ranch ones? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, it's like getting dark like that, and people don't want to be out, and then there for a while we had a stay-at-home order, so didn't want to be out anymore. But yeah, I understand how people don't want to be out there. They get depressed. Yeah. Now the weird thing would be if you were like in Alaska, where it only gets dark half of the year. So that would be different. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's bright sunlight out. That would be weird. I don't know. I don't know how I'd deal with that. Yeah, I remember watching that, the old ones, Cops. If you ever watched the old episodes of Cops, the first couple episodes, one of them was they were in Alaska and they got a call of a rumble at a bar, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was bright as day. It's like, it didn't quite go right. So yeah, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know, full daylight out. They had to go to some bar and break it up. Some people were getting crazy and fighting. And I was just like, that'd just be too weird to be full daylight out for half of the year. Never got dark. I don't know. That would be tough. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, I actually went outside and watched it get dark, and then watched it come back. Yeah, it was only a couple of minutes that it got full dark, but it was weird, very weird. I've been through a few of those, and there for a while. Um, that was last year, I think, when we were having all those wildfires, and there was so much smoke and fires here that it was actually brown outside in the middle of the day. It was so overcast and smoky, and it was strange. I mean, you go out in the middle of the day and it's so hazy, and everything was brown. It was weird, eerie, very eerie. I didn't like that. Plus, it was smoky and coughing and everything. But yeah, going out in the middle of the day and watching it, all that weird haze here. It was like that way for about a week with all those big heavy fires and all that stuff. Yeah, we got it here too. So yeah, I did not like that. I mean, it was awful because it was awful for about a good week. Then it kind of let up, but yeah, it was just very eerie. And we kept getting all the smoke would come down here and all those wildfires. You guys got them up there too, so yeah, it was very strange. And we've had that happen before. A couple years ago, yeah, we had big wildfires over here, and it was all smoky and yeah. You know, now we got other issues, so what are you gonna do? We got all these other things that are going on right now, and I've stopped watching the news now. I won't watch the news anymore. It's too depressing. I don't like to see all this stuff. It's all political. It's all about the stuff going on here and all the counts and all that stuff. So I'm not watching news anymore. It's not worth it. All the arguments, all the drama, all the problems. I'm switching to other things now, watching other movies, watching other recorded stuff. Yeah, now since we don't have a problem, that problem has moved on and gone elsewhere, but still, 90% of it's the same stuff they're talking about. The vaccination rollout, the politics, all that stuff. I'm getting a little bit tired of hearing it too. So, and right around here, we got a big hot topic, and I don't know if I want to. I don't agree with it. They're having protests. Everybody's protesting around here, especially in my town. The parents of the town are protesting about letting the kids go back to school and letting them play sports. And it doesn't really affect me, so I don't really care. So, but they're having protests over letting the kids go back to school, letting the kids play the sports again. Yeah, They're actually standing out on the street corners and holding up signs and, disrupting everything. And that's fine if they want to do it, but I don't really want to hear about it. So I kind of been tuning the news out. Finding other things to occupy the time. Movies, series. I've been going back and watching old series. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have much control over how they're going to distribute it, so you got to go with what they're going to go with. And like I said, I've already figured out that, I'm going to be probably way last on the list because I don't fall in most of those categories. So it probably won't be till summertime. The general public will get it. So I just hang back, and whenever they say, okay, now it's available to, the general population, like I said, that probably won't be till summertime or maybe even, later in the year. Who knows? But yeah, they don't even have they don't have it on hand anymore. So everybody's scrambling for it. Well, that's good. Yeah. That's great that you can get it, but like I said, it's really getting a little bit crazy around here. No one has inventory on hand. They don't have it. They don't have it to give it. So, and then the people that are able to get it have to make appointments and drive like to another county or another town to get it administered. So it's very confusing right now. So they just don't have the supply on hand. People are, when are you going to get it? When are you going to get it? They don't know. So whenever it's ready, it's going to be ready. So gotta go with what they do. I don't agree with the way they're rolling it out, but that's how they're handling it. But yeah, I do have to. Yeah, it's true. I do have to admit, though, that ever since, the election's over and all that stuff is taken over, there's been a lot less, problems in the news. So that's the one good thing. We don't have to listen to all the issues. So that's a good part. So yeah. So let's see what else. Not much else, guys. Like I said, I've been trying to take it easy, watch some, recorded stuff, movies, old series. I've been watching some other ones I didn't get to watch for a while. And I've been trying to find some of the other ones, and I can't seem to find them right now. I get to go back and see if I could find them on something else like Netflix or Amazon or something like that. Sometimes, it's getting crazy now with all these different streaming services and networks and stuff. Some of them are exclusive to different channels or networks that used to be on something else, and it's like, okay, now it's not on this one, someone else is carrying it. They don't have it on anymore. And you never know what one's exclusive to it. Some of the old ones and all that used to be like exclusive to TBS or USA or something like that, and now it's like only on Hulu, only on Netflix, only on Amazon. So it's kind of tough. And I've actually seen some that are only available on DVD Or they want you to, what was the one I wanted to watch the one the other day and I can't find it, and they want you to buy it or rent it on YouTube for like $5 or $12. And I've seen it all the time. Trying to find Strange Brew, Doug and Bob McKenzie, the old one. They don't have it available on some of these other services. So, and then YouTube wanted you to buy it for like $5. And I don't want to watch it for $5. Or actually, it was $5 to watch it and $12.99 to buy it. I'm like, you could buy it at the Walmart for like probably like $2 or $3. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy on that stuff. They want you to buy all these streams or buy access to it or rent it. I just can't see paying that kind of money for it, especially when you can. A lot of times you'll find it in the bargain bin. 99 cents, $1.99. I remember when I used to do that all the time. I'd go in there and sometimes they'd be like multi-pack movies. Like 2 or 3 on a disc, or sometimes there were 4 on a disc. They were like old B movies and the non-popular ones, but yeah, get the bargain ones for like $1. So I remember those. Some of them were like really horrible though. Cheesy B movies with the has-been actors. But yeah, it was fun. It helped you pass the time. Used to watch them at late at night when I was at the overnight at the. Yeah, they have them, but some of them are like weird, just silly ones. I remember seeing a bunch of them. They were like Seagal movies, Steven Seagal, and they were like unknown movies, and they came in the real thin cases. And I remember that. Some of them had like 2 of them, or they'd be like part 1 and part 2 movies, Gremlins 1 and 2, something like that. Oh yeah, you know what? I watched the new one, and the new one was stupid. I fell asleep through part of it. The second Borat movie. It was kind of dumb. Yeah, they had a lot of them. Were all the same one all the time, and they were like some of them were just really bad. They weren't like dumb movies. And then like the has-been actors that have been around for a while, like Stephen Baldwin, or some of these other people, that kind of low end actors. So I just remember all those bargain bins with a really cheap, and most of the movies were horrible. I didn't, but like I said, when you're late night and you're bored and there's nothing else to do, pop in a movie, watch it. But yeah, I would not count on the dollar movies being that wonderful. Or they've been things that have been out for a long time. I remember watching the one. I got it. It was a Schwarzenegger Raw Deal, and it was edited. I got a VHS. Okay, yeah. Been about 2 hours, so I think I'm probably going to wrap it up anyways. There's not much people on. Guess it's late night, so thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I should be back tomorrow, and we'll do another one then, and we'll see what we can get into. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I know it's kind of like Friday nights are kind of like, well, Friday night, Saturday morning, it's kind of like off time, and a lot of people are asleep. They go to bed early. But thanks for coming in, hanging out, chatting for a little while. And yeah, I'm probably going to get a little bit of sleep anyways, because I think this energy drink's wearing off. So, all right, guys. So I'll be back tomorrow, unless something else goes wrong. But so I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl if you guys don't get back here, and we'll figure out something another night. So thanks for dropping in, guys. And also, I'm still challenging Mr. Macho Man. Oh yeah, Mr. Macho Man. I'm still challenging you out there, Mr. Macho Man. And you know who you are, Mr. Macho Man. So if you want to accept the challenge, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, stay in your lane, stay in there. So I'm still waiting for a response. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Everybody have a great one. Thanks for stopping by. And I know the people that are out there waiting around. Oh yeah, Mr. Macho Man's watching. Yes, he is. So yeah. If you got the guts, then you could come out here. Face me, Mr. Macho Man. Oh yeah. So I'm waiting for your response. So there we go. All right, guys. Good night. Have a good one. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.